Today we're going to start section 5.3, solving multi-step inequalities. In example 1, we'll solve an inequality involving a negative coefficient. 23 is greater than or equal to 10 minus 2w. We'll subtract 10 from both sides, and that leaves us with 13 is greater than or equal to negative 2w. When you divide both sides by negative 2, you get 13 divided by negative 2 is less than or equal to negative 2w divided by negative 2. Remember, we have to switch or flip the symbol. Because we divided by a negative coefficient. That leaves us with 13 divided by negative 2 is less than or equal to w. Again, we need to flip the symbol because we need to get that w on the left side of our inequality. So w is greater than or equal to negative 13 over 2. In set builder notation, that would be for all numbers w, such that w is greater than or equal to negative 13 over 2. Let's do a couple of problems together. In guided practice number 1, the first example is 43 is greater than negative 4y plus 11. To solve this, we'll subtract 11 from both sides. That will leave us with 32 is greater than negative 4y. We'll then divide both sides of the inequality by negative 4. Because we divide by negative 4, we're going to have to switch or flip our symbol. That leaves us with negative 8 is less than y. Once again, we need to flip our symbol to move the y to the left side of our equation, or inequality, so y is greater than negative 8. In set builder notation, it would be all numbers y such that y is greater than negative 8. Now it's time to do a problem on your own. Self-check number 1, 37 is less than 7 minus 10w. Be sure to show your work on your notes page. Write your answer on your notes and submit your answer to me online. In example 2, we're going to write and solve an inequality. 2 more than half of a number is greater than 27. We would write this 1/2 x plus 2 is greater than 27. If we look at what we've written, we have a number, that's what we don't know, so we can call that x. 2 more than is going to be 2 plus, and half times x is greater than 27. Because of the more than, I went ahead and flipped it around, although we know that because of the commutative property of addition, it really doesn't make any difference. But 1/2 x plus 2 is greater than 27. We'll subtract 2 from both sides, and that will leave us with 1/2 x is greater than 25. Multiply both sides of the inequality by 2, and that leaves us with x is greater than 50. In set builder notation, that would be for all numbers x such that x is greater than 50. Let's look at guided practice 2. This time, the statement is 3/4 of a number decreased by 9 is at least 42. We know that 3/4 means 3/4, or 3 over 4, of a number, we don't know what that is, x, decreased by is going to be subtraction, 9 is at least, we'll look at that in just a second, and 42. Is at least is going to mean that the number 42 is whatever's on the left side of this inequality is going to be greater than or equal to 42, because it has to be at least 42. That means it could be 42, or it could be a number greater than 42. So to solve this, we're going to add 9 to both sides. We get 3/4 x greater than or equal to 51. Then we're going to multiply both sides by 4, and that leaves us with 3x is greater than or equal to 204. We'll divide both sides by 3, and we get x is greater than or equal to 68. In self-check number 2, you'll do one of these on your own. The statement is 2/3 of a number added to 6 is at least 22. Be sure to show your work on a separate sheet of paper and put your answer on your notes. Actually show your work on your notes and put your answer on your notes and then submit your answer to me online. In example 3, we're going to solve an inequality involving the distributive property. 6 times the quantity 5z minus 3 is less than or equal to 36z. When we distribute the 6 across 5z minus 3, we end up with 30z minus 18 is less than or equal to 36. We need to get our variables on the same side of the inequality, so we'll subtract 30z from both sides, and we're left with negative 18 is less than or equal to 6z. Divide both sides by 6, and we end up with negative 3 is less than or equal to 7. Notice we did not flip our symbol because we did not have a negative coefficient, we had a negative constant value, and we don't flip our symbol for that. But we do need to flip our symbol because we need to get the variable on the left side of the inequality, so z is greater than or equal to negative 3. In set builder notation, for all numbers z such that z is greater than or equal to negative 3. Let's look at one together. In guided practice 3, we have 2 times the quantity k plus 6 greater than negative 3 times the quantity 8 minus k. When we distribute across, we get 2k plus 12 greater than negative 24 plus 3k. We need to get our variables on the same side, so we'll subtract 2k from both sides. Leaves us with 12 is greater than negative 24 plus k. We'll add 24 to both sides, and we get 36 is greater than k. We need to get k on the left side of our inequality, so k is less than 36, or for all numbers k such that k is less than 36. In self-check number 3, you'll do one of these on your own. Be sure to show your work on the back of your notes, write your answer on your notes, and submit your answer to me online. In example 4, we'll work with empty sets and all real numbers. These are very similar to multi-step equations where we got the answers no solution or empty set, or identity or infinitely many solutions. 18 minus 3 times 8c plus 4 is greater than or equal to negative 6 times 4c minus 1. When we distribute, we get 18 minus 24c minus 12 greater than or equal to negative 24c plus 6. We need to combine like terms on the left side of the inequality. 18 minus 12 is 6, which leaves us with 6 minus 24c greater than or equal to negative 24c plus 6. We need to get our variables on the same side of the inequality, so we'll add 24c to both sides, and our solution then is 6 is greater than or equal to 6. This is true, so our solution would be written in set builder notation as for all numbers c such that c is a real number. In the next example, 46 is less than 8m minus 4 times 2m plus 5. After we distribute, we get 46 is less than 8m minus 8m minus 20. We need to combine like terms on the right side of the inequality. 8m minus 8m is 0, so we're left with 46 is less than negative 20. This is not true, so our solution is going to be an empty set. We can also write it like this. Let's look at guided practice 4 and do the first example together. 2y plus 4 is greater than 2 times 3 plus y. When we distribute, we get 2y plus 4 is greater than 6 plus 2y. We need to get our variables on the same side of the inequality, so we subtract 2y from both sides and we get 4 is greater than 6. This is not true, so our solution is empty set. The next one is for you to try on your own. This is a self-check. So go ahead and show your work on your notes. Put your answer on your notes and submit your answer to me online.